Welcome to Prison Professors. My name is Michael Santos, and today we are on lesson number 2 of our course on the digital economy. I'm the founder of Prison Professors. This is an organization that exists specifically to help people inside recognize why they have to invest in themselves today so they can position themselves for success in the days, weeks, months, years, and decades ahead. And I'm super grateful to my collaborator, Ryan Salem, who's assisted me in making this possible. I'm also grateful to our sponsors at whitecollaradvice.com and also the Righting Wrongs law firm. Both of those organizations believe in our mission. We believe in you, but nobody should work harder for your liberty and your success after prison than you're willing to work. That's the reason we started our introductory course on preparing for success after prison. These digital lessons are really designed to help you understand cryptocurrency, blockchain, DeFi, and many different areas that you can use to develop your life. And so all of these lessons are standalone lessons. I'm going to start reading lesson 2 right now. So in this lesson, I'll provide course participants with our backstory and reasons why we are creating this self-directed course. It is our hope that all participants will participate fully, helping us gather data necessary to advance our nonprofit's mission to, number 1, authorize more incentives that will allow people to work toward higher levels of liberty through merit. Number 2, introduce work release programs for people who develop solid release plans and show their commitment to living as law-abiding, contributing citizens. 3, open channels for people in prison to memorialize their journeys so they can more easily advocate for themselves as they strive to recalibrate and succeed upon release. So let me provide you with a little backstory or history. In our introductory course, Preparing for Success After Prison, participants can learn about my lengthy journey through 26 years in prison. I began serving my sentence before we had the internet, smartphones, or any of the resources that make the digital economy possible. From leaders, I learned that anyone could develop a strategy to triumph over a crisis. That strategy required people to, number 1, define success, number 2, create a plan, number 3, put priorities in place, number 4, build tools, tactics, and resources, number 5, measure progress with personal accountability metrics, number 6, adjust as necessary, and number 7, execute the plan. Now, as described in the introductory course, I made preparations while inside that accelerated my learning curve. By studying, I developed my vocabulary, critical thinking skills, and understood more about changes that technology was bringing to the world. Had I not spent my time inside preparing for success, I would not have been able to build multiple income streams after release, regardless of the job market. The decisions we make today put us on a path to seize or create opportunities in the future. Bad decisions will leave us less likely to succeed, incapable of adapting to the changing world. The digital economy brings opportunities for those who have a basic understanding of how it works, but it can lead to unemployment or underemployment for those who fail to adapt, whether they have a felony conviction or not. So a basic understanding of distributed networks, decentralized finance, artificial intelligence, personal branding, and social media can lead to income streams and even help you create generational wealth. With such knowledge, a person will never have to respond to questions about a felony background or any collateral consequences of a criminal conviction. Anyone who invests time to learn about the digital economy will be far better positioned to succeed financially. And through this course, I will pass along lessons that I learned from Ryan and aggregate what I learned from research. I will show how the digital economy contributes to my weekly and monthly income and the generational wealth that I strive to build. Ryan made better decisions than I made as a young man. As a high school student around 2012, he began reading about Bitcoin and the blockchain. After graduating, he studied finance at the University of Massachusetts in Amherst, and he earned a master's degree in business from Georgetown University. He invested in Bitcoin and in altcoins, then learned how to use social media in ways that would open opportunities to advance his career. After beginning his career with a large accounting firm, he maneuvered his way into a position with a leading crypto exchange. Ryan became a trader, an investor, and eventually a global ambassador for the digital economy. In Going Infinite, a book by acclaimed business writer Michael Lewis, we learn that Ryan made forward-looking trades in altcoins, such as FTT. Mr. Lewis cites an example of Ryan purchasing $350,000 worth of FTT at 5 cents per token. Without knowledge of the digital economy, we would not know anything about an altcoin, an FTT, or a token for that matter. Learning about the digital economy is like learning a different language. People would have to become fluent with the digital economy language or terms to understand the following. Number 1, FTT was a cryptocurrency. It stood for FT, and that would equal FTX, the exchange. T was token. So FT came from the name of the exchange. T came from token. It is named FTT. That means an FTT was a digital token that belonged to the company FTX. It entitled owners of the token to specific rights, and the market would assess the relative value of those rights. Ryan made his purchase in a private sale, and he made the purchase at an agreed-upon valuation of 5 cents per token. For that reason, his investment of $350,000 brought him 7 million tokens. If the market price for an FTT token went up or down by a penny, Ryan's holdings of 7 million tokens would increase in value by $70,000. Less than 6 months after he made his purchase, FTX began listing the FTTs on its exchange. Anyone could purchase an FTT at the market price of $4 per token, or 80 times more than the price that Ryan paid for the tokens. At that rate, Ryan's $350,000 investment increased to $28 million. Within 2 years, the market valued FTT tokens at more than $80 each. The daily trading volume for FTT tokens frequently exceeded $500 million. As part of his investment planning, Ryan had discretion to liquidate his tokens at more than $100,000 per day without putting any downward pressure on the market. Every day, people earn a living by speculating with cryptocurrency. To increase the odds of succeeding, however, a person should learn more about the digital economy. For example, it would be helpful to know that FTX built FTT as an ERC-20 token issued on the Ethereum blockchain. Those who owned FTT tokens received fee discounts and other benefits from the FTX exchange. Now again, we would need more knowledge about the digital economy and cryptocurrency to make sense of such terms as Ethereum and blockchain. In the cryptocurrency world, we should think of a token as a virtual currency or asset that exists on a blockchain network. Unlike coins, such as Bitcoin or ETH, which have their own dedicated blockchains, businesses issue tokens on top of an existing blockchain platform. Tokens are digital assets governed by smart contracts on a blockchain rather than having their own standalone blockchain. They can represent a wide variety of assets, including currencies, loyalty points, securities, stable coins, NFTs, and other topics we'll discuss in this course. Popular blockchain platforms used to create tokens including Ethereum, ERC-20 tokens, Binance Smart Chain, Solana, and others. Each token derives value from the code governing supply, utility, and market demand. Tokens are easier and cheaper to create and launch than an entirely new cryptocurrency coin. In essence, a token is a crypto asset issued and hosted on an existing blockchain infrastructure as opposed to having its own standalone blockchain network. Its properties and use cases are defined by the token's smart contracts. In the lessons to follow, we'll provide more insight into this new language. Now, I feel fortunate to have the privilege of learning from Ryan, a recognized expert in cryptocurrency. So I'm going to do my best to pass along what I am learning to so many people in prison because I want you to learn too. And through the lessons, I'll also show how and why I am investing, including the most recent investment that I made. On January the 31st, 2024, at 8:47 in the morning, I used the Coinbase exchange to make a $10,000 purchase of Bitcoin. Now, in order to use Coinbase to make that purchase, I had to pay Coinbase a fee of $220.05. At the time that I placed my order, the market valued Bitcoin at $43,857.16 per coin. With $10,000, I could not purchase an entire Bitcoin. The Bitcoin currency is divisible down to 8 decimal places, with the smallest unit being called a Satoshi. One Satoshi is equal to 0.0000001 Bitcoin, or 1/100 millionth of a Bitcoin. With my investment of $10,000 after fees, Coinbase added 0.22299552 Bitcoin to my account. That equates to approximately 22,299,552 Satoshis. But it's more common to refer to my purchase as simply a fraction of a Bitcoin, rather than talking about the Satoshi units. The Satoshi is the smallest unit of a Bitcoin, similar to how we divide $1 into 100 cents. In lessons to follow, I'll try to make this course more interesting by showing how I am using the digital economy and investment into cryptocurrencies as part of my long-term investment strategy. Now, as I learn from Ryan and others, I will share with participants of this course. But I want to always give this disclaimer for full transparency. I am not an investment advisor. I am the founder of Prison Professors and a nonprofit that offers these lessons for the singular purposes of helping people learn more about the digital economy. I provide information on my personal investments to show that even a person who served 26 years in federal prison can participate in the digital economy. I'm an investor and a speculator, understanding the risks. No one should invest in any asset class without a strategy and a plan, as shown through our introductory course, Preparing for Success After Prison. Always develop an understanding of investment risks, especially with volatile assets such as cryptocurrencies. Now, at the end of every one of these lessons, I offer these critical thinking questions, and I'm going to give you 3 right now. Number 1, discuss how understanding digital assets could play a role in your future financial planning. Number 2, how can learning about blockchain and cryptocurrency help you find new job opportunities after release? And number 3, what factors do you think would be important when considering digital investments? Now, always I talk about our advocacy because we create these courses with hopes of helping more people inside get great results. What are great results? Well, great results is to help you make sure that when you come out of prison, you're strong enough to be able to earn an income regardless of the job market, even if you can create your own income. And simultaneously, I am working on a macro level to really change the prison system and introduce concepts of earning freedom so that people can demonstrate by working hard and investing in themselves, they are a good candidate for transition to home confinement or work release programs or other type of benefits where their behavior in prison and their preparations for success after release relate directly to their ability to come home to their families sooner. And the one thing I say is I never ask anyone to do anything I didn't do. I was very transparent while I served 26 years in prison, always memorializing what I do. And in this particular lesson, you heard me talking about Ryan, who built a really significant career in the cryptocurrency space, largely because he used social media to memorialize his journey and document his story and demonstrate his mastery and interest in the cryptocurrency markets. That opened job opportunities for him in the same way that this can happen for you. It's the reason that our nonprofit invested to develop Prison Professors Talent, a platform that will memorialize how people in prison are using their time inside to prepare for success when they come home. So if you would like us to build a profile for you, just go through the prompts. Send an email to interns@prisonprofessorstalent.com. And in the subject line, make sure you write digital economy course so we know that this is where you're getting your information. If you don't have access to email, you can send us a letter, but that's much harder for us. I just want you to know because this is a digital course. So ideally, you'd send it to your family member and have them email it. But if, we're here to help and do everything we possibly can. So you would send a letter to Prison Professors, care of the Digital Economy course at 32565 Golden Lantern Suite B as in boy -1026 in Dana Point, California 92629. Now, we're collaborators with the Adovo platform. We've been working with them for more than 10 years. And if you're able to get this course on an Adovo platform, then you should have an opportunity to submit your responses and communicate with our team right through Adovo. So the first lesson, we spoke an introduction to the digital economy in the prologue. This lesson, we discussed tokens and your instructors and a little bit about Bitcoin. And in the next lesson, I'm going to discuss Satoshi Nakamoto, who's the founder of Bitcoin. And you heard me mention his name earlier when I mentioned the word Satoshi. So we're just really striving to give you a basic, broad understanding of the digital economy. And you really need to know about Bitcoin to do that. So in these lessons, you'll kind of see that develop. I'll also be revealing how my own investments are advancing. And I will also be showing you how I'm using this tool to build a digital product, including a non-fungible token, an NFT. So through this course, you're going to see that I'm not asking you to do anything that I didn't do. I'm going to try and show you ways that you could build a pathway to success after release, but start preparing right now. My name is Michael Santos. I'm the founder of Prison Professors, and I believe in you.